Hey everybody, today I'm going to take a look at the Nicktoons TV Games Plug and Play. And as you can see, you have a nice joystick. I like the see-through globe on the top. Large A, small B button. You have the on-off button right here, and you can see the indicator going on and off, and a menu pause button. So if you want to exit a game, you can just use this in the middle of the game. You don't have to turn the unit off. Runs on 4 AA batteries, as you can see here. Also has your standard RCA style composite cables with the mono audio out. So let's go ahead and take the Nicktoons TV Games Plug and Play. Let's hook it up to my TV and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the games. The Nicktoons TV Games Plug and Play was made by Jakks Pacific and came out in 2005. Jakks Pacific even made a Nicktoons Summer Camp Plug and Play follow-up a year later. This unit contains 5 games accessed by a simple menu screen. When you select a game, you could do things like adjust the difficulty, pick a starting level, see high scores that are saved, and see how to play the game, and select the number of players. This plug and play allows you to choose up to 4 players, but since you only have 1 joystick, players need to take turns. The first game is Fairly Oddparents Channel Chasers. This is a very simple maze game where you collect stars while avoiding bad guys. Touching a wand will call one of your fairy godparents, who will either remove barriers or place a protective bubble around you. You can also walk over remote control symbols that will cause the enemies to either go backwards, freeze, or disappear. Collect all the stars and you can enter the TV to go to the next level. And overall, I found this one fairly boring. Get it? Fairly boring? Better press on. The second game is Spongebob Squarepants Delivery Service. Here you press A to jump and B to throw Krabby Patties. You must get a certain number of coins each level by throwing Krabby Patties at customers outside and then collecting the coins they drop while avoiding obstacles. This game was just okay. The third game is Rocket Powered Downhill Skateboarding. In this game, you press A to jump, down to go faster, and up to go slower. Here your goal is to pass through a certain number of flags while collecting items and forcing other racers to crash for bonus points. Overall, it's an okay downhill skateboarding game. The fourth game is Jimmy Neutron's A Beautiful Mine. In this game, your goal is to collect all the Astro Rubies and then climb the ladder that appears once you do so. Pressing A causes Goddard, the robot dog, to dig a temporary hole for the enemies to fall into. This game was way too shallow for me to enjoy. The fifth and final game is Spongebob Squarepants Cash Dash, which is a board game. You press A to roll the dice and select the path to take, and B to look around the board. Each player has to collect a random amount of money from 3 selected locations. You can also stop on special spots for more cash. Once you visit your 3 locations, you can return to the starting point. The player with the most money wins. This was easily the most enjoyable game on the system. Graphically speaking, everything looks solid, but the sound and music felt pretty generic to me. Family friendly wise, the system got an E for everyone rating. At the time I researched on eBay including shipping, used versions were going for $10 to $20 and one new version sold for $45. So what did I think of the Nicktoons Plug and Play? While I thought the graphics looked good and liked the fact that you could see how to play the game in the game themselves, I was pretty underwhelmed. Most of the games felt like very simple and not enjoyable computer flash games. As a matter of fact, the only game I found redeeming was the final SpongeBob board game. I think this could be enjoyed by very young Nicktoons fans, but my guess is most grade school kids would end up getting bored with this one. So where am I going to rank the Nicktoons Plug and Play? Fairly low. Get it? Fairly? Better press on. The board game by itself will put this over the Casino Games 6-in-1 Plug and Play at 34, but not past the Mattel Classic Sports Plug and Play at 33. So out of the 37 Plug and Plays I've now ranked, the Nicktoons Plug and Play is falling into the 34 position. The Nicktoons Plug and Play might be worth a buck or two if you find it at a yard sale and have a pretty young SpongeBob fan, but for most people this would be a pass. At least that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please click like, subscribe, follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter, and check out some of my many other videos covering retro video games, toys, mini arcades, plug and plays, and more. At this time, I'd like to thank my son, who did find this for a buck or two at a local flea market and picked it up for me so I could review it today. Thanks, son! I'd also like to thank Benjamin M. for supporting the show on Patreon. Thank you, Benjamin. You too can help support the show, gain access to exclusive content, and be able to vote on future games I review by signing up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, everybody.